Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Yay for me for making a video. So this video is going to be a little more personal. I'm talking a lot about my, well, not a lot, but well, I guess a lot. I'm going to be discussing what different surgeries I am going to be getting. So this is a transgender update video. Trans lives matter, hashtag. So yeah, some of it, I don't know if I'll get too graphic. I don't know. I don't want to say I will or I won't, because you guys know how I start talking and then I get all ADD and I forget what I'm talking about, and the next thing you know, I'm talking about my fucking, surgery, and the next thing you know, I'm talking about, the Holocaust or something. So yeah, I'm gonna try to stay on topic though. Bye. Just kidding. I can't. So, I'm trying to think of where to start. So, okay, so I'll start with my, if you guys saw the vlog for my trip to San Francisco. The city's called Green Bay, I think. It's like right, like 10 minutes past San Francisco, like past the Golden Gate Bridge. The doctor's name is Dr. Satterwhite. It's spelled like Satterwhite. He is a very good looking man, but he's very nice and very knowledgeable, and I kind of just went over there to kind of go over what I expected from the surgeries and what surgeries I was wanting to, and different questions. So I'll tell you the questions that I asked. He was very informative, so I didn't have a lot of questions. Like everything that I had kind of written down for him to answer, he answered before I even asked. So there was just a few little things that I wanted to kind of talk about, but if you're interested in what I'm doing, and or if you're transgender and you're thinking about doing this, or if you already did it, watch this video, give me some pointers, or let me know your thoughts. Don't be negative. Like, people are so negative these days about everything. This is my life and I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. Okay, getting back to the topic. Okay, so like I said, it's San Francisco. I went probably almost a month ago, and okay, so we kind of, like, the first thing we talked about was, breast implants, which is obviously I've been wanting for the longest time. We talked about sizes and stuff, so you guys know I'm bigger, I have a bigger frame, I'm wider, I guess, I'm not skinny. So the first thing we talked about was, a boob job, breast augmentation, and based on my body, I showed him, what I had now. It's been like almost coming up on 3 years. In April, it'll be 3 years that I started hormone therapy. And I don't think I'll develop any more breast tissue. And so he didn't think I'd develop any more. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to get some water. I'm thirsty. That's none of my business. That's cute. I'm gonna make a meme right now. Okay, back to reality. Oops, there goes B-Rap. I forgot the name of the song. Anyway, see how I have ADD? As they're singing Eminem out of nowhere. Okay, so, breast augmentation. So, me and him were kind of debating what we needed. I'm like a really small C right now. So he thought, like, to fill them out, and because I have like fat back here, like the way the implants are, he puts them in, they pull that up to use that skin too. And they're under the muscle, and they are, he was thinking of putting, well, he's going to put in either 500 or 600 cc's. We're doing the silicone, I think that's what it was. Forgot. I think it's silicone. There was two different kinds of implants. There was one that's kind of shaped like almost like a teardrop that makes them kind of go like that and like that. But he says those weren't ideal for me, so he wanted to do just a normal implant, which is just a normal sized implant, I guess. But yeah, like I said, 500 or 600 cc's, and the size of the breast after, they went down and it was healed, would be a D or a double D, which I think I'm happy with. I'm like looking at them right now, and yeah, I think I can not cope with that, but I think I'll like that. I think I'll be happy with that. A lot of people say like that when they get them done, they wish they went a size bigger, but I don't want to be like any bigger than that. I think that's kind of big enough already. And I think like the other females in my family have that size, around that size or more. So I think I'm good right there. So I can match. And I don't want to look like, porn starish or freaky or anything. So I just want to be proportioned. and I think that size would proportion my body well. Yeah, so that's the one surgery that we talked about. That wasn't too much. Just details he told me was right after the surgery I would have to like wear a sports bra, and I couldn't wear like a wired one for like, I don't know if it's like 3 weeks or 3 months. I remember I should have taken notes. I just kind of was sitting there like in awe because I was there, but I'm sure it was, I don't think it was 3 weeks, it probably was 3 months. I don't know, who cares? But I had to wear a sports bra for whatever period of time. The healing process wasn't too much, and they do the cut under the breast. I know some doctors do the armpit and there's no scar, but I honestly have a bunch of scars on my body already from other surgeries and just being a fucking clumsy person, that another scar here does not bother me at all. The other surgery we talked about was something they call FFS, which is facial feminization surgery. And everybody's different depending on your face. I already know, and he told me that, you know, both of us agree that a lot of my features are already very, very, very feminine. The only thing that I thought was necessary was my brow bone needed to be shaved down. And I kind of like feel like, look, like I want to go like this, right there. I feel like I need a nose job, but then again, I think it looks fine from the front. I don't think it's too big or too small. And he was like, no, I'm not touching your nose. There's like a tiny little bump. He goes, if anything, I'll just fix that bump on your nose. And I was like, fine, like, you know. And I don't want to fuck my face up either. I don't want to regret, and I don't think I need a nose job. So I think I'm just gonna eat. If he does, just take off the little bump, and that's it. The way they do the shaving of the brow bone is they actually take like a saw, and they shave it down, so it looks, you know, females don't have a protruding brow bone, and males do. So that's one main thing that I want to get rid of is the brow bone. And he also thought that he would do the brow bone and give me a brow lift. So see how it droops down like that right here? Let me see if I get closer. Let me get closer and I'll show you guys. So basically, like, it's this right here. I feel like it droops down a lot when my eyes are open. I don't know, I just feel like it does. And it'll droop more if they do the brow lifts. You know, if they shave down the brow bone. So just a little brow lift and shaving down the brow bone. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna do to my face. I just need to fucking lose weight so this doesn't look all fat. And maybe in the future I might get a neck. I think when I lose weight, it does go away, but I don't know. I'm not gonna go into that right now because that's not part of this. But the way they do the face, how they work the face, is they make an incision up here, like not a big incision, a big old cut. They pull the face down, shave that shit, whatever they're doing, put it back up and sew it up. And yeah, of course I'm going to be bandaged up for a few days, and they're going to put a drain, and it's obviously not going to be cute, so I'm going to request that they give me a bunch of pain pills, like freaking as strong as Vicodin. Actually, I have a really high pain tolerance, but I know that this is going to be a lot if I do it at the same time, which we haven't talked about yet. Once we get the approvals from the insurance is when we'll start discussing what we are going to do and when. He said that he had roughly everything would be done January, and we are in September, October, November, December, 3 or 4 months. So looking forward to it. I'm nervous / excited, but it is something that I want to do. My nephew's passing by. So those are the 2 surgeries. Now the main surgery that obviously is gonna take place is going to be they call it, you know, everybody says bottom surgery, a sex change. I think it's also called vaginoplasty, sexual reassignment surgery. It all has a fucking different name. So I don't want to go into there's too much detail because I've seen like so many videos on it, like actual videos on YouTube of illustrations of how they do it. You can look them up. I can maybe link one in the bottom, and you guys can see how that's done. But that is a surgery that we talked about. I honestly, like, the main thing that I wanted to know was if I would still, you know, I hate saying this word, it's so... Okay, if I would still when I Oh my god, I'm not gonna say it. You guys know what I mean. But he says yes, that he's one of the best offices in California, and they're really seeked out, so they're really booked. My appointment to actually get a consultation took me like 3 months. So I know they're a good office, and I've seen their work, and I like it. Everything was great. So he says he hasn't had one patient that hasn't achieved an explosion. An explosion. The earth is moving. From the surgery, so that was my main concern, honestly. There are other little side effects that can happen, like skin stuff, like with the healing. But he says it's rare, and if it is something that happens, it can be treated. It's covered by insurance because it's medically necessary. And another thing that we talked about was... That's pretty much everything as far as like surgeries, but I mean there's a lot of aftercare you have to do with all the surgeries. Obviously, like your face has to be wrapped up, so I don't know why, it just has to. There's a medical reason why, and I know why, and I just can't remember right now. I've worked in the medical field my fucking whole, not medical field, but something like that my whole life. Anyway, the bottom surgery, there's a lot of aftercare, like way after it's called dilating, and they give you these things that look like dildos, and you have to insert them. Like they have like a list of how many times per day, how many times per week, per month, whatever. And it just because when they build sorry, when they build that for you, the bottom part, it's like not, it's really like thin. So if you are going to, have intercourse, if you weren't dilating it, it would probably hurt like motherfucking hell. You'd probably bleed. You'd probably end up in the hospital. So this kind of helps it to like stretch. It doesn't stretch it like forever, so you're loose. Just like makes it easy for things to go in there. So those were the main things that I discussed with the doctor and that we talked about. Once I know more, this is just kind of like a thing to inform me, to see if I qualified. Another reason why I'm losing weight is because he did tell me he wanted me to lose about 20 pounds. I'm about 10 down. I have a lot of time to lose the other 10, but it's been a month and I've lost about 10, so I'm doing good. I'm really, feeling good about myself, and I'm going to do another video on that later about it, like the weight loss and other stuff that I'm doing to prepare for the surgery. But I feel like I'm doing good, I feel like I'm looking good, I feel like I'm gonna look so motherfucking fabulous, and I can go out and wear like a slutty shirt. Just kidding. Not really, but just kidding, but not kidding. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, so I just wanted to make this video and kind of inform you guys a little bit of... Jesus Christ, this water is making me cough, and of what's going on right now. I have made a lot of the trans videos in a while, so I wanted to just do this one and update you guys. And kind of inform you of the surgeries that I'm going to get done and I'm looking forward to, and kind of what I'm going to be going through, I guess. So around that time, I don't even know if I'm going to be making, many videos, but, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm definitely open, to everything on my channel, like everything that I do. I'm just going to Snapchat somebody my filming. So everything I do in my life, I usually put in my videos, and I've always been really open about my life, about my transition, and everything that's going on. So I hope you guys do enjoy these videos, and they are informative, if anything, and they help. So thank you guys for watching, and like I always tell you guys, follow me on Snapchat at Selmy805. Bad Girl Angie on Instagram, and tweet me at BadGirlAngie805. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.